Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Paige.
Welcome to our music podcast. Hopefully, we won't cause too much trouble.
Oh, goodness. So, this past week, we attended the Rad Trads concert in Columbia, Missouri. So, we'll start with some initial thoughts we both had after the show.
We randomly selected the Rad Trads to attend their concert because they were unlike our usual music tastes. Their stage presence was inviting and warm to even newcomers to their music, aka us. The music was an indie take on blues and jazz. The trumpet player was able to add jazz elements while countered by the saxophone with a blues feel. It was impressive that each singer had a unique voice and musical feel as well.
Yeah, I'm glad we chose to go to this concert as we both had never heard the Rad Trads before. It was nice to explore out of our musical comfort zones for a change. The jazzy spin on alternative indie rock created a palpable and enjoyable atmosphere. Plus, it was really nice to see how all 5 members of the band contributed to their unique sound in some way.
Shall we talk about the band overall?
You bet. So, they're a band centered in New York City. Columbia was their first stop on a tour through the Midwest and eventually to Spain before returning back to the U.S.
That's a lot of traveling, but exciting for them to be able to spread their music and gain awareness of their band. Their instruments were guitar, bass, trumpet, drums, and saxophone.
The combination of those were super funky and unique. Their appearances went along with that. The drummer had a fashionable flamingo shirt, and the bassist with his blue baby guitar. Baby blue.
Baby blue guitar. Yes, I would agree. So the concert was at Rose Music Hall in Columbia, Missouri. I would say there were around 50 people there. That's like a little bit generous. It was a Tuesday night, so there wasn't much going on in Columbia. It's a pretty rustic place, so it was the perfect setting for a band like this.
Yeah, it was small, but it was definitely a lot more intimate than being in a huge stadium or amphitheater and not being able to see how the band interacts on stage with the crowd.
You could really tell the band likes these kind of intimate settings, too.
Yeah, during the show I found it awesome how each of the 5 members of the band sung, and each of them had a song they would sing lead vocals on.
And they all sounded so different, but they complemented each other so well.
Yeah, I completely agree. Plus the trumpet and saxophone players, they were great. Those elements added the perfect mix of blues and jazz.
I feel like no one member of the band was ever left out the entire show. Even the trumpet and saxophone players got solos in different songs.
That's something you don't really see in mainstream bands, so that was really cool. Every member was the focal point of the band at some point. The music never slowed down either.
Oh yeah, it seemed like every one of the songs they played had a fast tempo. It was very energetic.
Their music was so upbeat, the tone color was definitely bright. I especially liked when they performed a song called Thumbtack. They used hand clapping to set the beat. It was a very playful song, and the trumpet and saxophone complemented the song perfectly.
Darling, if you come home and do whatever you want, you know you won't be hearing no fuss about it. 2 rocks a leap, dirt begging till my knees hurt, baby, if you come on back home. Darling, can't you feel the nights dark quiet? Can't you feel the days cold? I can feel it coming on like a riot. Darling, won't you come on back home?
I loved that performance. The sound of the trumpet literally flowed with the beat. All the members sort of moved in unison too, and I love that aspect. It was choreographed, but it looked so natural.
Yeah, for sure. And you could really tell that they all have a good relationship and love performing together. The way they would tell little stories about the songs they were about to play sort of engaged the audience as well.
Yeah, I remember before they played St. Augustine, one of the band members was telling the audience how they'd been on the road for 3 days straight before this show. So they called this song a driving song, which makes perfect sense when you hear it.
Yeah, for sure. They weren't just songs, they all had stories behind them. And I have to say, we both did a little research and listened to a few of the Rad Trad songs on Spotify before going to the show. And I don't know about you, but I think everything sounded so awesome in Drivey Live.
Definitely jivey. I completely agree. Just seeing how every instrument and every voice worked together on stage was pretty cool.
Yeah, it really seemed like everyone around us felt the same too, considering everyone was grooving to the music. It looked like they were really feeling it.
We were definitely grooving too.
I agree.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Subscribe to our channel.
Do 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 do.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do.